Well, Germany has presented its defense at the International Court of Justice to the accusation that it is facilitating genocide in Gaza. Nicaragua is seeking to stop German weapons exports to Israel, claiming that these weapons potentially are being used to commit genocide. Germany rejects the accusation, saying that it is trying to balance its responsibilities to both Israel and the Palestinian people.
Israel's security is at the core of German foreign policy. That is how Germany justified its staunch support of Israel as it rejected Nicaragua's accusations at the ICJ.
Germany has learned from its past, a past that includes the responsibility for one of the most horrific crimes in human history, the Shoah.
But despite that history, Nicaragua says Germany's military support of Israel is in breach of the Genocide Convention. Germany is Israel's second largest supplier of arms, and Nicaragua says those exports are enabling Israeli forces to commit potential acts of genocide in Gaza. Germany says the accusations are not based on facts.
Germany only supplies arms on the basis of detailed scrutiny. A scrutiny that not only respects but far exceeds the requirements of international law.
It argued that Nicaragua has grossly distorted the quantities and purposes of Berlin's arms exports to Israel.
And if we look at what has actually been licensed for export to Israel under this framework since October 2023, we see no artillery shells, no munitions. Nearly all exports involve what is known as other military equipment, typically of a subordinate or defensive nature.
Israel's conduct in Gaza is central to this case, and Germany questioned how the court can rule without Israel's presence. It also lashed out at Nicaragua for focusing on Israel's actions but ignoring those of Hamas.
Unlike Nicaragua, Germany is not blind to the fact that Hamas also has obligations under international humanitarian law, including towards the civilian population in Gaza. Not only does Hamas not comply with its obligations, but it also renounces any responsibility in the most cynical manner.
The judges must now decide whether to impose emergency measures to halt German arms exports to Israel.
Well, as we heard, Germany has rejected Nicaragua's allegations. Is this in line with its policy towards Israel? I put that question to our chief political editor, Michaela Kuffner.
It is. That's a short answer. Basically, the German side argued today that there was, and I quote, no basis in fact or law of the accusations made there in this court alleging that Germany was a party assisting in what Nicaragua calls a genocide allegedly taking place in Gaza right now. And that very question of whether there was a genocide was already in this court in January when South Africa took proceedings against Israel, and that very same court did not come to the conclusion that there was a genocide actually happening. At the same time, it obliged Israel to take steps to prevent a genocide from happening. So clearly a recognition that there was a very serious humanitarian situation, to say the very least. And we also saw the German foreign minister come out today commenting on these proceedings and highlighting the commitment of Germany towards Israel, its right to defend itself against that act of terrorism on October 7th by Hamas, but also speaking of Germany's efforts to basically counter what she described as a dilemma posed by Hamas, shielding behind civilians. That is following also Israel's line of argument, saying that it must act also in the face of such difficult conditions. At the same time, we see that continued criticism, and there's also a UN Security Council resolution that calls for an immediate halt to the fighting that we're seeing happening there.
That was DW's Michaela Kuffner reporting there.